Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first day of we come together in this meditation hall. And what I want to say something is Dhamma for difficult time. This topic in the open welcome to spring, where I start to join in the Dhamma share. Dhamma is a truth, and we live in the world is reality. The reality means it's not the truth, but it is a reality. What is the reality means? The reality means the interior world and the exterior world always is there. This is called reality. No. And the exterior world and the inner world that have a lot of going on. You can say there's minor sector in the inner vibration, and from the exterior, big pop up like that. Thing become a case. We can divide all this facing to this problem or difficulty. Sometimes we call that the law of nature. Sometimes it's natural calamities. Sometimes it's not. The problem or difficulty is made by man. No matter what, facing to difficult with a Dhamma practitioner, there are three ways to go. One is your own business. You made it yourself, so that you need to solve it yourself. Second thing is made by other. So need to find a way connected to other in order that you are cut the condition. You are engaged with, find a solution, solve the problem. So make by us together. Something is there, then we need to both together to work it out, compromise, negotiate, cooperate. We need to use that way because we are in one. You included me, I among you. That is the Dhamma. I see things in the being, in the connection, in the relationship. Yesterday, we are having a workshop for Engaged Buddhism of the Great St. Louis Buddhist Council. So we invite 4 professional speakers to give talk. One is talking about karma and nibbana. One is talk about war to peace. One is talk about nuclear energy and its side effect. And then one is talk about illness and healthy. One is talk about ego to eco, means EGO to ECO. I learned a lot from that. Engage Buddhism. So that from there on, give me a lot of space to think about from inner and exterior observation, use the Dhamma to observe this. We can see that material worlds, what is the natural law of material world? And then what is the nature of the physical world? And then what is the nature of our mind and brain world? Come to what is the nature of the moral standard of the social world? It means a human society, social world. What is the moral standard? That is come out from my mind. When I listen to this professional talking about, one is from Japan, immigrant to this country. One is physician from Thailand, migrating to this country. Three of them is local born American specialists who have his own talent, concentrate in a field. Not take side, but very rational. Using the truth, observe the reality. So you keep very good talk. This talk come to my mind that solve problem planning. This is come to my mind. What is the good way to solve problem or difficulty? And what I know is I divided into four. One is seek knowledge. The second one is work together to solve problem. Turn to somebody for help. Self-improve ceaselessly. This is four things come to my mind. Such knowledge means learning, educate, learning. So in Buddhism, we don't use this word. You know, this is a parrot, not the fruit. Yeah, so the fruit is learned past that. Impossible, the Buddha said, oh, you don't without learn, you need to come and see. I say I know the truth from the reality. So what is the truth? Just come and see and hear and learn the skill. Put it into training. That is what the Buddha said. Seek knowledge. The knowledge is not a common knowledge, profound meaning of the truth. You need to establish this right view to see things. So that is one thing that make me think about. So I want to go a little bit when work together to solve problem. Here is something that in our world, I use it in the 50-50. What can we do with the Buddhism? Only mind and brain come to moral standard. That is what Buddhism can more involved to, and talk about the illness and healthy. We have half of it can do. One is mental illness and mental healthy. We quite confident with the Dhamma. We have better way to individual or self improvement seriously solve this problem. But physical point, we need to listen to the advice of physician, their professional training, or unless you seek for this knowledge to become one of them. So something else need to cooperate, we can see that a lot of things from exterior world, especially the material world, scientists know a lot, including disease of the body. They're warning us, they give us guidance, they give us solution to solve the problem. We see it's not passed to us with this very direct advice. Because man-made, I say man-made, it's really hard for me, sometimes that I see how this human world's calamities. It's really difficult for me to see this as a Dhamma practitioner. You see, when I listen to the nuclear energy, then I open up my eye. Whoa! Almost everywhere have that nuclear plant. Unfortunately, they have one Ukraine right now. They all have war there. Then they talk about, the man-made calamity that leaking. Naturally made in Japan, still the problem not been solved. So a nuclear weapon is not the what we call that can be sustainable developed energy. Even though we doubt that is a very stable energy, clean energy, but danger. So from ego to ecology balance, I think we are involved, isn't it? We need to work together to find a way out from there. So a lot of resources we have right now is not too tight in our world because of greedy and anger, and they are not promoting truth in the reality, but they hide something and narrow that into guidance to society understanding. So make lots of conflict and hurt to this so-called resources balance. Unless we find a way to let people open eyes to see the truth, otherwise we've been blind and lots of fake news. I say a little bit about fake news. Cannot let us know what is going on, because we don't know how to balance ourselves, stand with the truth, but we take sides. We take sides. So secondly, when Buddhism talk about, I think the Buddha know how is the ecology in this very modern way, so that he tell me as a monk, you come to monastery, you work for the truth, you practice yourself, don't step in the glass, don't cut the tree. That is for, in that time he used the word, that is for the God and ghosts. God and ghosts means the spirit that cannot be seen by eye. You need to stay away from that. Don't destroy that. You know, means he has his own benefit for long condition, not by your mental loose. You need to be mindful. So I learned that is when we come to today, we use our daily resources. We try to spend it in what kind of value, appreciate that value. I think the Buddha teach us discipline a lot in the monastery, using the resources in his very simplistic way. If this education not come to put it into higher value, then ecology system will be very, very bad in coming very short time. And the people will fight for resources and will be burned by this struggling of resources. War and peace. Only peace is the path. So community life, the second truth in the reality. You can hide in the corner. As a monk too, we need to go back to the forest. I think not much we can have. Because of this world, if you don't educate them, they don't learn, then they just build a lot, this and that, to destroy the nature. So community life means you are among us, we are among you. The good example to say this term is Master Dinahan. You go to his teaching, engage Buddhism in his action. He just say a lot of things in his action, not by his word only. You know, so that he knows that we are not only plantation, not only the material, the real world, and that included the human physical world and mental world. All is so harmonized together in this beauty We need to show that kind of maturity in the building. By what? By training mindfulness. So mindfulness training not only can see the beauty and harmony and improve and involve it in that way is very direct and important. We call that engaged Buddhism. I am the community life. So selfishness, privacy is not counted in here. The global become one. Right now is that situation. Especially the people who stay in Russia, who stay in China, and who stay in United States, who stay in France and England. We have nuclear weapon there. We need to become community life together in this so-called very important United Nations board member there. We need to work together very tight in justice and equality. Two words in his definition have a little bit different. In the Chinese saying is like that, equal in balance, equal in right support, and then we need to, and make sure that balancing to share, and then equal. You cannot say, oh, woman and man, gender not equal, color not equal, country big and small not equal. You cannot go that way because world right now is so close, never before, because of electronic, because of nuclear, because of ecology, because of air, water, and sun, global warming. We are so close together. Come later on, the difficulty of healthy life. So a lot of us, what is the pattern of healthy life? Many ways to go. I think Taoism and of course yogi and monk. What can I name off? 3 of them already. Maybe another one is secluded. A lot of things we can learn their ways of mind and body balancing. Especially Indian yogi. Their way of healthy mind and body is using not much resources to nutrient this physical health and mental health, but use a more correct nutrition. This have a lot of things we can learn. Last thing I want to say is freedom and self-discipline. Come to more spiritual, more high standard in the mental side. We are democratic. In this country, we promote peace. In this country, but we're not talking about peace. Need to stand on the standard of self-discipline. In the case of the disease happen here, then COVID-19 virus here, then we can see the world lost 5 million of life. The world lost the life of 5 million. Our country lost 1 million. The world have more than 200 countries together. So that I let me, self-reflection a lot. Freedom and self-discipline cannot separate. If you look for freedom, then you must include the self-discipline, because that is the responsibility to your own benefit and other benefit together. If others don't have that benefit, you are losing that benefit too. We all come together because of the disease world. They don't choose. They don't choose. It will come again and again to the living beings' life. How we can handle it? So this is something we think about. We need to think about. Make joint effort, solve problem together. I think about the Sangha. The Sangha member means you come to the monastery, you become the order. You take the ordination, come to this order. From that day on, you lost your own individual, that kind of high standard privacy. You don't keep that anymore, because make joint efforts, solve the problem together is from that time on that you are a part of this community. I am the condition. I am not the cause of all about. Means cause in the condition. Condition is bigger than the cause. You need to see that benefit. You need to respect that benefit, so you can fit in very easy. So ego self means you see the cause is bigger than condition, then maybe it will be elegant. Self-conceit to put it into high position. Against the truth. The Buddha himself, after awakening, he lowered himself as a beggar. Oh, correct for food, appreciate for food, but he worked more high value. He offered the Dhamma sharing. He offered the skill of training. When you can get into this truth, merge with the truth, we call it the Dhamma body. Your physical body, ego self, it's not important. When the Dhamma can merge into it, then it will purify all these ego and self-conceit. All the things that are not the factor of the truth need to be purified. So he work for their part. He offer their part to you, but he get food. Very simple I need is remaining this body, so that I can remaining active and energetic to serve others. Serve others means all living beings, not only the human world, all living beings, but man made in this work is very important. So he served man, human work, in order that human work can solve the problem of others. That's what I want to share with you all today in the very first day of the Dhamma talk. I hope this will encourage you, and then I hope that you see things in different way. That is from the yesterday, what I learned from the four professional talking. We invited by our Buddhist council in the Engage Buddhism. So I learned a lot from them. So last night I almost no sleep, think about this, and then come to sharing my feeling about their talk, how much I digested right until now. So I sharing all the word that come is from my thinking energy last night. Thank you.